All right, my dear sweet unicorn, the bonus tool, play in your magic. This is our last little conversation together. And we're going to approach this in a slightly different way because I have so much I want to say about this, but I'll try and keep it brief. I don't want to keep you here forever. Once upon a time, I tried out for a volleyball team in high school. I loved volleyball. My brother played in Chicago. We moved to Utah. I wanted to get on the girls' team. And so I went to volleyball tryouts. And it was interesting to me as I was in volleyball tryouts that I'm watching everyone around me. I'm just doing my thing. I'm setting my balls. I'm spiking. I'm doing what I can do. No big deal. But I happened to watch and notice that some of the girls were getting really upset. They were getting really upset when they didn't do it perfectly or right or didn't do what they wanted it to. Okay? They'd stomp away. And I thought there was me sitting on the ground watching this unfold. And I was like, oh my gosh, if I don't show that I'm upset, that I miss this or I do that wrong or whatever, then maybe the coaches won't think I'm serious about volleyball and I won't make the team. So pretty soon I started getting upset. Anytime I missed whatever, I made a mistake, it didn't go right, I was upset. And you know what? I didn't make the team. Okay. I still didn't make the volleyball team. Didn't matter if I was happy, didn't matter if I was angry, I didn't make the volleyball team. But the problem that created inside of me is it gave me a program that told me that if I was going to treat something seriously, then I had to get angry about it, or I had to seek for perfection in it, or I had to hustle, or I had to be committed. And that only got reinforced the farther I got in school, when I got into career, and even when I jumped, especially when I jumped over to entrepreneurship. I don't know if you've ever heard it before, but it was very prevalent in my growing up in entrepreneurship that, if you're not willing to dedicate X, Y, and Z, if you're not willing to kill yourself, if you're not willing to give all this time to your business, then you don't really care. And we get bogged down in this idea of intense seriousness that is required in order for us to be successful. And I'm going to stand here right now to tell you it's complete and utter bullshit, okay? Seriously. Not that there isn't a dedication or a commitment to the work that we do, but in going above and beyond that into the seriousness that has no room for play and no room for breaks and no room for pause, we actually end up causing ourselves more harm than good. That is actually what happens. And I can speak from experience to say the more intense and serious I got about my business, meaning the more angry I got when things didn't work out, the less successful I was, both in perception and in results. Now, the more that I have learned to simply stand in my authenticity, to speak the truths that we've talked about, to love the life that I'm living, and to play in my magic, the more success I have seen, both again, inside of me and outside of me in what I'm creating out here. So as creators, as unicorns and mystical creatures bringing some seriously awesome stuff to this planet, I want to be here to remind you that one of the tools you will need to lean into most is to play in your creation and in your magic, to allow yourself room to explore, to have fun, to try things on for size, to get rid of them, to make it an adventure, to be silly, any and all of those things. We've got to have room for mistakes, and we've got to have room to love those mistakes as much as we love everything that goes so damn right. But the only way that we're going to get there is if we give ourselves permission to play. Now, the tools or the things you need for that tool and how that's going to look, and even when you do it, that's going to come down to you. That all has to be determined by you. You're the only one that can figure out what play looks like for you and how that's going to show up in your business and what that means for your creative work. I'm just asking you to be present with it, to be conscious of it, to invite that play to be with you as often as possible. Play and hard work can coexist. They can be together. We can use play to accomplish tasks. I know it's crazy, but it's true. And when we leverage play in this way, we infuse everything we create with a higher level of universe and magic and flow than you can ever accomplish by being angry, upset, uptight, and hustle, 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 gotta get this done. It just doesn't work that way. So please come back and play in your magic. So I'm inviting you. Bring magic back to your art in whatever medium you play. Voice, brush, brilliance, coaching, you're a creator. That's what we're talking about. You are a creator and there is an art to what you create, okay? That's all I'm saying. Don't get all twisted with the labels, but bring the magic back, bring the play back. Play in your creation and with your creation. Play in your business and with your business. Play in your people and with your people. No, wait. Maybe not that last one. It sounds kind of creepy. If you know anything about me, I sound creepy too. Okay. But you get the drift. You get what I'm saying. Please, 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 please choose into play. Because if you do all the other tools, but never allow play to show up in your space and your world, I feel like we're going to be missing a huge power that you can bring to this planet that's getting stuffed behind seriousness and responsibility and all that jazz. Okay, that's the mind fuck over there. Don't get stuck in the mind fuck. Or if you do, come find me. I'll help get you out. So let's see. Let me see if there's anything else. Just a funny little side note. Okay, it's not too much work that makes Jack a dull boy. If you've ever seen The Shining, right? Stephen King. Too much work, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. That's not what it is. But it's taking his work too seriously that makes Jack a dull boy. So watch that. Don't be Jack. Don't be Jack. All right, you guys. This is about creating meaning, not creating work. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for choosing in, for committing, my sweet, sweet dear unicorn, committing to playing in your magic. That is power.